You know that feeling when you're searching for your life's purpose, like it's some kind of hidden treasure you have to find? Well, what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if purpose isn't a destination at all, but a path you're already on? A path that needs your attention, and more importantly, your protection.
This quote just changes the whole game, doesn't it? Protecting your purpose. That implies it's an active daily thing. It's not about one big discovery, but about the constant active practice of staying true to what really matters to you.
Okay, but if it's that important, why is it so incredibly easy to get sidetracked? You know the drill. You start the day with a clear goal, and by lunchtime, you're drowning in a sea of distractions. It's a struggle we all face, but the reason why might surprise you.
This is where the book, The Mountain Is You, just nails it. The biggest roadblocks on our path to purpose, they aren't external things. They're not other people or bad luck. Nope. The biggest, toughest mountain any of us will ever have to climb is the one right inside of us.
So let's just paint the picture for a second. We're trying to walk this path in a world that feels like it was literally designed to pull us off it. We're talking a landscape of endless information, constant notifications, and this nagging feeling that we should always be doing more, seeing more, being more.
The writer Leo Babauta basically calls us all addicts of distraction. And he's not wrong, is he? I mean, think about it. The 100 browser tabs open, the mindless scrolling, the constant need to see what everyone else is up to. It's that classic fear of missing out, which ironically makes us miss out on our own lives.
But all that external noise, that's only half the story. The real challenge, the real work, is that internal mountain. Author Brianna Wiest argues that this is the absolute key to everything. Understanding our own self-sabotage is the very first step towards self-mastery. So let's redefine self-sabotage for a minute. It's not a character flaw, you're not lazy or broken, it's simply an internal tug-of-war. Your conscious mind wants one thing, but an unconscious part of you wants something else, and usually it's just trying to protect you from some kind of perceived fear.
Here's a perfect real-world example of how this works. Consciously, you say, I want to be healthy. But what if, deep down, you unconsciously connect being healthy with being vulnerable? Maybe a parent got sick out of the blue when they were in perfect shape. Your mind creates this hidden link, and so you unconsciously sabotage your own health goals to protect yourself from that potential pain. Wild, right?
This whole self-protection thing leads to a fascinating idea called the upper limit. Think of it like a thermostat in your subconscious that's set to a certain level of happiness or success you're comfortable with. When things start going really well and you exceed that limit, it feels unfamiliar, maybe even unsafe. So what do? We unconsciously stir up some trouble to bring ourselves back down to what feels familiar. Okay, so we've identified the mountain. It can feel pretty daunting. So how in the world do we start to navigate it? Well, the answer lies in our inner compass, or personal values. They're what keep us pointed in the right direction. When the world is screaming a million different things at you, your values are that quiet, steady voice that helps you decide what actually matters. They are the foundation of your integrity, the thing that guides you when you're facing a tough choice and helps you stay on your path. And hey, this isn't just some abstract personal idea. It has a huge impact in our professional lives too. Research shows that when our own values line up with the culture at work, the results are incredible. People are more engaged, teams work better together, and yeah, the whole business does better. Get this. One global media company managed to reduce the number of people voluntarily quitting by 30%. 30%! And how? Just by reinforcing their shared values. It's simple. When people feel connected to a purpose bigger than just a paycheck, they stick around. Okay, so we have our compass. Now it's time to pack our bag with the right gear for the climb. This is where we get into the really practical, actionable stuff you can start using today to navigate that inner mountain and stay on your path. A huge reason we self-sabotage is to just avoid feeling bad. The key is to stop running and learn how to actually process those feelings. It's a simple 3-step process. First, ask why you're feeling this way. Second, just validate it. Tell yourself it's okay to feel angry or sad or scared. And third, let it out physically. Journal, talk to a friend, go for a run. This is how you turn avoidance into awareness. Now this is a massive mindset shift. We have to stop waiting around to feel inspired. Inspiration is just a feeling, and we all know feelings come and go. Real, lasting change comes from living by a principle. A principle is like a law of cause and effect. If you consistently do the work, you will eventually see the results. Period. And that brings us to maybe the most powerful strategy of all. Forget about waiting for some huge, life-altering breakthrough. That's not how it works. Real change is built on tiny, almost invisible decisions that you make every single day. We're talking about micro shifts, small actions that add up over time to build brand new habits without freaking your system out.
And look how simple these can be. I mean, ridiculously simple. We're not talking about running a marathon tomorrow. We're talking about just putting on your running shoes. Not reading a whole book, just reading one page. Not an hour of meditation, just 30 seconds. The actions are so small, it's almost impossible not to do them. And that, right there, is how you build unstoppable momentum. All right, we've looked at the problem, we've got the tools. Now we're getting to the summit, the part where we totally change our relationship with the mountain. This is where the real magic happens. And here it is, the ultimate reframe. The whole time we've been looking at it wrong. The internal struggles, the self-sabotage, that discomfort you feel, that's not some obstacle blocking your path. That struggle is your path. It's the very thing that's making you stronger and deeper and more self-aware. Just think about your own life through that lens for a second. Every moment you felt frustrated or stuck wasn't a failure. It was a signal. It was your deepest self telling you, hey, you're ready for more. You're capable of more. It was your potential calling out to you. And that's really the final shift in perspective, isn't it? The hardships we face aren't punishments. They're pivot points. They're the catalysts for our growth, the wake-up calls that happen right before everything is about to change for the better. They're really just gifts in disguise. So the journey isn't about getting rid of the mountain. It's about learning how to climb it day by day. The path is right here, right now. So the only question left to ask is, what's your first micro shift going to be?